Raise you another 2 centuries.
And I think your hand is weak.
You serious?
The premise of this movie is, in a futuristic Earth-like world, time is currency, but if someone's time runs out, their life also ends. Our hero encounters a wealthy adversary in a high-stakes poker game where the stakes are life and death. Hero walks in and asks about the limits of the poker game, only to receive the answer,
There is none.
which instantly signals that the scene could take a humorous twist. The hand kicks off on the turn with a board showing 7 queen 5 jack because apparently the budget did not stretch far enough to cover a pre-flop scene. Our hero is sitting on the button holding a stack of 250 years while villain is in the small blind with a stack of 9,860 years. The pot is already 600 years and we have no idea of the pre-flop action. Villain, having a set of queens and the nuts, throws in 50 years, a solid 1/12 of the pot. Pot control, ladies and gentlemen. Why bully when you can just tease your opponent into oblivion year by year? Our hero casually calls 20% of his remaining lifespan. Clearly, he was taking bankroll management lessons from Isildur I. The river is the 6 of diamonds, which of course does not improve anyone's hand. Or does it? At this point, our hero gets distracted by a girl looking like she stole a few polar bears and his already giant balls grow a bit bigger.
Raise you another 2 centuries.
Villain raises 200 years like he's paying for valet parking. He does not bet, however, because he's so rich he can just always raise.
And I think your hand is weak.
You serious?
Interesting analysis there by our hero. Villain began with the 3rd best possible hand in poker, flopped the best possible hand on an extremely dry flop, and continued to hold the best hand through an uneventful turn. Sure, the river only puts exactly 3 bad gutshot draws ahead of him, but I mean, come on, that shit is pretty weak. Our hero's got confidence, and that's what really matters in poker after being effortlessly cool, of course. Our hero, being topmost best poker player in the world, tanks for a bit because why not? We're all here for the drama, not the logic. And then finally calls. Villain now discovers for the very first time that hero only has 30 seconds to live. It's incredible that villain unknowingly placed a bet that brought our hero within seconds of death even without being aware of it. If there's ever a perfect moment to slow roll someone, it's when you have only 19 seconds left to live. With balls of steel, our hero finally flips his cards. 8-4 offsuit. Yes folks, 8-4 offsuit, giving him the second nuts. Here's the interesting thing. Hero was in position with 8-4 off, but there were 2 people to villain's left. This implies that hero could not have been in the big blind and hence voluntarily entered the pot with 8-4 off. Anyway, hero scoops up the 1100-year-old pot, showing us yet again how Hollywood teaches poker. As his female friend soaks the carpets in admiration of his manly prowess, he decides to walk away from the table. Surprisingly, hero doesn't decide to stick around for another orbit or 2 out of courtesy. The villain, meanwhile, processing the fact that he just got completely wrecked by someone playing a hand that not even Gus Hansen would touch sober. Before leaving, he tells the villain,
I knew I was going to win.
while doing everything possible to avoid eye contact. In short, rich villain plays tight and bets value and gets luckboxed by an idiot playing rags, calling down his literal life with a raggedy gutshot.